Jewelry is one of the most expensive things we can add to our wardrobe, so it's extremely important to choose well. And that's what today's video is about. Today I am going to tell you my tips and tricks for choosing timeless jewelry. Make sure you don't miss my third and final tip, because it's something that so often gets overlooked and yet it is absolutely essential towards choosing jewelry that will be good value for your money and that will last you a lifetime. Now, for those of you new to my channel, you'll know that I've been on an accelerated style journey for the past 2.5 years. Back in 2020, I threw out everything, almost everything I owned at the time, and I started again from scratch. And because starting from scratch on a wardrobe is an extremely expensive thing to do, I have done so with a lot of care and research. I've really curated the type of wardrobe I now want for myself. And of course, that includes jewelry. So I am so happy to bring this video to you today because I'm working with a wonderful female-founded sustainable jewelry brand called Linjer. So first of all, I should say they are the first jewelry brand I've ever agreed to work with, even though I have been approached by other jewelry brands. But like I say, I curate everything I add to my wardrobe extremely carefully, and Linjer were the first and only brand that have approached me where I feel as though their materials, their quality, their design and their price point is something I can get behind. Now, Linjer are a direct-to-consumer brand, and that's how they can keep their prices so reasonable while still providing really luxurious, high-quality items. They sell direct to consumers from their online store, and so they cut out the middleman. I'm very, very excited to show you the pieces they sent me today. I think, for me anyway, they are certainly a beautiful addition to my own wardrobe, but also I feel that they are really, really timeless, classic, everyday pieces that can easily elevate any outfit. There are a couple of top tips I want to share with you today on how to choose jewelry that will last. And the very first tip is, of course, materials. The type of materials you choose is so important. I am at an age where I'm enjoying the benefits of experience, and I've had so much cheap jewelry fall apart on me over the years that I now know it is a complete waste of money to spend money on costume jewelry. I will pay that little bit more now to get something that's good quality. And the very first piece I want to show you today is this stunning Keishi pearl necklace. Now, I don't know a lot about pearls, but I do know that Linjer use freshwater pearls, and apparently the Keishi style of pearl is the rarest form of Baroque pearl, which is really, really lustrous, and I hope it comes through in the cutaways, but certainly I can attest that in person it is an incredibly beautiful, lustrous pearl. Now, it's set in gold vermeil, and gold vermeil is one of my go-to materials. So gold vermeil is a sterling silver base, which is hypoallergenic, which is really important for someone like me who has extremely sensitive skin. And that silver is covered in a very thick gold plating. Now, Linjer use a gold plating that is 5 times thicker than the norm. So they're really, really solid, good quality pieces. They are a sustainable brand as well, and they use recycled gold and silver where they can, which I really appreciate. And they also use lab-grown diamonds, which are of course conflict-free. Now, another thing I really love about this necklace is the organic setting. You can see that the gold setting has kind of a hammered effect, and it's not uniform. It has this beautiful organic form to it, which I think is very complementary with the pearl, and something I really, really appreciate about their designs. Another thing I love about the design of this necklace is the length of the chain is adjustable. So you can see here that there are 2 other points on the chain at which you can fix the clasp, and that makes the length of the overall necklace adjustable. This necklace is 18 inches long, and that adjustable chain means I can adjust it to 17 inches long or 16 inches long, which again just increases its versatility and makes it so much easier to style with various pieces. And these are quality materials, so they won't stain my skin, they won't tarnish, and they won't stain my clothes. 3 things which are really, really important to me. So I know that this is a piece that will last and that I will be able to enjoy for many years to come. Now, another top tip I would give when choosing jewellery and ensuring that you get pieces that will last you for a lifetime is to choose really classic designs and classic materials. And there is no more classic, timeless material than a pearl, I feel. Now, I'm also a bride-to-be. I got engaged earlier this year. So when I chose this necklace, I was very much thinking about how a pearl is such a beautiful item for a bride to wear. There is just something about pearls and bridal wear that go hand in hand, is very, very beautiful together. And so I thought it would be a really good choice for me and something I could wear. Well, to be honest, I'm already wearing it, so I'll be wearing it until I get married. But something really beautiful for me to wear on my wedding weekend as well. We're not getting married for another 2 years, but looking at the quality of these materials, I've no doubt it's going to last for 2 years and well beyond that as well. This is the type of design I feel that will have a lot of longevity and will go with so many of the pieces that are already in my wardrobe, and will go with any piece I add to my wardrobe in future as well. Now, for those of you familiar with my channel and my personal style ethos, you'll know that I don't really do fast fashion. I really try to choose high quality pieces that I know will last, and I love that Linjer has the same philosophy. So they are not a fast fashion brand, and I think that's one of the reasons why so many of their designs are very classic and timeless, because they do have that philosophy of making things that last. I will leave all the pieces I talk about today linked in the description box for you, of course, and Linjer have very kindly offered you all a 20% discount. So simply use my code TRISH20 at checkout. If you're enjoying this video so far, do give it a thumbs up because it really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, you'd be more than welcome to subscribe to the channel as well. I am on a mission to make it to 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I really need your help with that. So please subscribe if you haven't done so already. You'd be very, very welcome. So a third top tip for choosing timeless jewellery that you will actually wear is to look at wearability. Surprise, surprise, but wearability is absolutely essential. Now, I know that kind of chunky pieces are very much on trend at the moment, but they can be difficult to wear. You know, large statement pieces are not really for every day. And I absolutely love Linjer's range because they have a lot of really dainty everyday pieces that are incredibly easy to wear and just something you can just put on and almost forget because they're so lightweight. They're made of good material, as I say, so you won't have to worry about them tarnishing. And that brings me to 2 rings I want to show you today in particular. Now, I got the nesting ring set called Aurora and Martine, and each one is a beautiful ring in its own right, but they're also designed to be worn together. And again, it just goes back to versatility, doesn't it? The more versatile something is, the easier it is to style and the more you'll want to wear it. So I absolutely love this nesting ring set. Now, it is made out of gold vermeil again because I absolutely love wearing gold. Even though I do have cool toned skin, and they do say that silver is better for two-tone skin, and I agree with that. I love wearing silver as well, but gold is my favorite. Now, Linjer has a beautiful selection of solid gold pieces as well if you have the budget. But if your budget doesn't stretch to solid gold, then there are other options for you as well, and they are gold vermeil. So this beautiful nesting ring set is made of gold vermeil, which is the sterling silver, with that very thick, almost 3-micron gold plating. So I'm going to talk about the Martine ring first, and it is this stunning gold vermeil set with a white topaz in a pear shape. Now, that pear drop shape is really good for those of us like myself that don't have really skinny fingers. So my fingers are a little bit wider. I got these rings in a size 8, by the way, and they fit absolutely perfectly. Because my fingers are a little bit wider, I find a pear shape is a really flattering shape to wear because it just creates an elongated effect along the finger, because that long gemstone just draws the eye. It's just an optical illusion basically. So I absolutely love the pear-shaped topaz on this ring. As well as being flattering on, it's also just a really beautifully designed ring. The Aurora ring then can be worn with the Martine ring or on its own, because both rings are interchangeable. They can be worn together or apart. And the Aurora ring is gold from May again and set with 5 beautiful white topaz stones. Linjer do use all natural gemstones, by the way. And I do think the Aurora ring has a particularly beautiful setting with all 5 gemstones in a row, but not in a straight line. And again, it just goes back to the quality of their design. The ring setting is really beautiful because it's in a slight semicircle shape. Not only does that allow the Martine ring to sit and nest kind of really nicely into it, it's also just a beautiful organic design in and of itself. And I love how you can change the position of the ring so that the setting is closer to your knuckle or pointed away from your knuckle, depending on your personal preference. Going back to the subject of wearability, even though these rings are set with these white topaz gemstones, they are very dainty rings, and that makes them really wearable day to day. They're quite lightweight, they're extremely comfortable, and their sizing I find is spot on as well. So I ordered my usual size and they fit absolutely perfectly. And because my middle finger and my thumb are both the same size, it just means that they are interchangeable between those fingers. The last point I'll make about wearability is a really important one. Now, I was giving a talk on personal style last weekend, and one of the #1 problems people had with their wardrobes and getting use out of their wardrobes is that people had a really hard time getting away from their leisure wear. You know, during the pandemic, we all got used to wearing our loungewear, and now it's really hard to switch out of it. But if you, like so many other people, have that problem, then I think jewellery is a really clever, wearable way of elevating your loungewear outfit. If you want to wear something a little bit more casual, just by making sure that you wear your everyday jewellery with it will elevate that outfit, and it'll just make it look a lot more polished and refined. So jewellery is a really handy hack to make any outfit at all look a little bit more polished and as though you've put a lot more effort in than you actually have. Thank you so much to Linjer for sponsoring this video today and sending me these absolutely gorgeous pieces. Don't forget that they're offering you all a 20% discount if you use my code TRISH20, and I'll link everything in the description box for you as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found some of the tips useful, and if you did, do leave me a comment down below and let me know what you look for when you choose jewellery as well. That's it for this week, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!